For more than 2 decades, the marriage between Rachael Ray and John Cusimano has been viewed by the public as a model of stability in the world of celebrity relationships. Free from headline divorces and major public scandals, their bond appeared calm, private, and consistent. Yet in recent years, selective comments and resurfaced stories have encouraged a more complicated interpretation of their life together. Rather than a simple portrait of perfection, their relationship reveals a blend of independence, shared hardship, and long-term resilience, shaped by real personal and professional challenges over time. A private beginning built on independence. John Cusimano built his early career in New York as an entertainment lawyer, while also pursuing music as the lead singer of a rock band. Rachael Ray was rising rapidly in the culinary and television world when they met in 2001 at a mutual friends gathering. Their first interaction was direct and unassuming, with little indication of what would follow. Despite initial doubts from Rachael about whether he would stay in contact, John followed up, and the two began dating soon after. Their connection developed steadily, without public drama, built on independence, mutual curiosity, and contrasting but complementary lifestyles. Marriage and a non-traditional partnership. The couple married in September 2005 in a private ceremony held in Tuscany, Italy, reflecting Rachael's personal connection to Italian culture and food. The wedding was intimate, attended only by close friends and family, and emphasized simplicity over spectacle. Years later, they returned to the same location to renew their vows, reinforcing continuity in their relationship. From early on, their marriage was intentionally non-traditional. They chose not to have children, citing demanding work schedules, and adopted a lifestyle that prioritized personal space, independence, and flexibility, while still maintaining a long-term shared commitment. Living apart, together, a functional structure. A defining feature of their relationship is what has been described as a separate corners approach. Rather than spending all their time together, they maintain individual routines and personal space within the marriage. This structure allows both partners to focus on demanding careers while minimizing conflict from constant proximity. They also collaborate professionally, with John occasionally appearing in television segments or assisting with production tasks. Their arrangement reflects a practical balance between connection and independence, where emotional closeness is preserved without requiring constant physical togetherness or traditional domestic roles. Shared homes and a dual lifestyle. Over the years, Rachael Ray and John Cusimano have maintained a dual location lifestyle between New York and a property in Tuscany acquired later in their marriage. Each home serves different purposes, blending work commitments with personal retreat. The Tuscany residence, in particular, became more frequently used in recent years, especially after 2021. This split living arrangement reflects both logistical necessity and personal preference, allowing them to shift between professional obligations and quieter environments. Their lifestyle emphasizes adaptability, with both partners maintaining a rhythm that supports individual work while sustaining shared domestic spaces. Loss and emotional strain. During 2020, between 2020 and 2021, the couple experienced a series of significant disruptions that tested their emotional and practical stability. The first major loss came with the death of their longtime dog, who had been a central presence in their household. This event occurred during the height of the global pandemic, intensifying the emotional impact as daily routines were already restricted. With both partners spending more time at home, the absence was felt constantly. While private in their response, the loss marked the beginning of a difficult period that reshaped the emotional tone of their household. The fire that changed their home life. Shortly after the loss of their pet, a major fire broke out at their Lake Luzerne property due to chimney buildup. The fire caused extensive structural damage and forced immediate evacuation, though no one was physically harmed. Beyond the material destruction, the incident carried deeper personal consequences. Items tied to their shared history were lost, along with original creative materials connected to John's music career. The couple relocated temporarily within their property, continuing work and production under constrained conditions. This event significantly altered their living environment and reinforced a period of instability. Flooding and compounding disruption. In the aftermath of the fire, further disruption followed when severe weather caused flooding in their New York residence. This added another layer of loss within a short time frame, damaging belongings, equipment, and personal items. The repeated nature of these events created a cycle of recovery without full restoration in between. Despite these setbacks, both continued their professional responsibilities. John increasingly supported production tasks behind the scenes, contributing to technical aspects of filming. The cumulative effect of fire and flood reinforced a period defined by resilience under continuous pressure. Public perception versus private reality. As these events accumulated, public interpretation of their relationship often diverged from reality. Observers frequently misread their communication style, particularly their openness about disagreements and their preference for independence. Comments about arguments or separate space were sometimes reframed online as signs of instability. However, their actual dynamic appears to rely on direct communication and rapid resolution of conflict, rather than prolonged tension. The absence of frequent public responses to speculation allowed rumors to circulate, filling informational gaps with assumptions rather than verified facts. Endurance, privacy, and long-term stability. Over more than 20 years, the defining feature of their marriage has not been the absence of difficulty, but the consistency of their response to it. They have faced personal loss, property damage, and ongoing public speculation without altering the core structure of their relationship. John Cusimano, in particular, maintains a low public profile, avoiding engagement with most rumors. Their partnership continues to function through adaptability, shared responsibility, and emotional reset after conflict. In this sense, their stability is not rooted in perfection, but in continuity through change. Conclusion: the long-term relationship between Rachael Ray and John Cusimano reflects a partnership shaped by independence, shared challenges, and practical adaptation rather than public idealization. While external narratives often emphasize conflict or speculation, the underlying reality is more grounded in routine, resilience, and mutual understanding. Their experiences during difficult years, combined with a deliberately non-traditional structure, demonstrate a marriage built on functional balance rather than conventional expectations. Ultimately, their story illustrates that lasting relationships are often defined less by absence of struggle and more by the ability to navigate it together and continue forward.